Hello, 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 and namaste, my witchlings. How are we doing today? I'm trying to put lipstick on with coffee on my mouth. I am doing stellar. Oh, shit. My lips out of my foundation get jacked up. Better. Ish. All right. How is it Friday already? Yes. I am not doing well this morning. I just am all discombobulated already. And I feel like I'm short. Because I was. Hey, look at that. Now I'm back where I belong. No. Ooh. All right, let's fix puppy real quick like. There goes. Hello, puppy. There you are. All right, we have puppy. I am scooted over where I belong. Glasses go on the face. Hey, I can see now. Oh my gosh. Namaste, my witchlings. How are we doing today? It is Friday. And I actually remembered it was Friday and did my Friday script and notes instead of my regular. So, while we wait for everybody to come in and get settled in, let's do our little bit of digital housekeeping and say, please be respectful of the energy you bring into my space, and you will be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the banhammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And hey, chatlings, let me know where you guys are coming from. Sound off in the chat and tell me where you're at. I apparently am a poet and did not know it. Yep. Oh, so apparently the chat is now subscriber only. We've had a little bit of issue with people being dicks in my chat. So, yeah, it's one of those days. There we go. I have breakfast still clinging to my teeth. I am just so gross and disgusting today. It's not even funny. Hey, if I say it first, they can't say it back and think it's going to hurt my feelings. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm I am not in the right spot, or my mic isn't in the right spot. Something is not right. I feel funny right now. All right. Oh, I feel like absolute hammered dog shit about forgetting something yesterday. We have a birthday that we will be acknowledging today because I dropped the ball big time. I'm gonna put my tarot cards in. Oh, Frogger. Okay. I can do that right quick. Da, 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 da. Hello, Hazel. I see you. All right, there we go. Okay, this goes over there. Screw it. All right. Oh, it has been an eventful week here, hasn't it? just gonna chit chat a little bit, let people come on in. Quick little reminder now that we have some more people, please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space and be respectful in my chat, else Arnold and the mods need to find you with the banhammer. So, I am trimming my wick for my candle. We're hoping it'll survive the stream today. I bet it will. There we go. Hey, distractions. Good to see you, friend. Oh, time to take a sip. And we'll get moving. Hey, Chloe. All right. Let's get moving, shall we? Oh, my gosh. Hoy. I feel weird. I don't have a necklace on today. What do I want to wear? Don't do that too loud, Di. You'll get Sir Barks-a-Lot started. All right, my friends. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome to yet another cozy morning coffee and cues where we sip, share, and stir a little soul into our mugs. Now go grab your favorite crystal. I am grabbing my unicorn amethyst. Light your candle or some incense. Cozy up with your coffee, tea, cocoa, or whatever brew is filling your mug today. And let's step into today's conversation. I like that one. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing because it does help our witchling community continue to grow. And speaking of growing, we are now able to have our witchlings. That's okay. My brain is glitching. All right. Okay. He's editing my notes. Give me a second. I'm just going to drink coffee. I am in pain. It is not pleasant. There we go. How about that? We're going to start this section all over again so I can actually spit it all out in one fell swoop. All right, you guys. Now, if this space resonates with you, don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing because it helps our witchling community grow. And speaking of growing our community here, you can now join our channel as a witchling member. There are all kinds of amazing perks to it, and your membership, it really does help me keep creating all of this magic that we do here every day, and it lets us stay connected in deeper, far more meaningful ways. Now, if you feel called to support the channel and you can afford it, and you would like to step just a wee bit closer into our coven, go ahead and tap that join button and come on in. All right. We do have a couple of birthdays I want to acknowledge today. The first one, I goofed hardcore. Okay. Yeah. I feel you there, distractions. I was scarfing down the last bit of my breakfast just before we went live. Chloe, if it will let you share them in the posts, go ahead. We would love to see it. I occasionally forget that you guys can post there as well. Ha! I will. You are awesome. More coffee for the Deadite. I believe it is, but man behind the curtain's going to confirm that it's enabled for everybody. Hey, John, good morning to you. It feels like morning to me, at least. Hazel, you're adorable. I love it. All right. I need to find a place to put that life support. Okay. Yes, I know. I've been sharing stuff in the community. Oh, interesting. Roger that. Oh, that'll be nice. I hope so for you, John. Okay, cool. Apparently, yes, you can share. So go ahead and post those in the community, Chloe. I can't wait to see them. I will try to take a look at them. If the man behind the curtain doesn't bring them up on my computer while we're talking here, I will take a look at them probably this evening. I have ouchies. Don't. Aha. Oh, that's adorable. That is a very cool broken heart. And oh, is that Spider-Gwen? Deadpool, of course. Nice. The ghost face on an... Oh. And that is Pennywise. Oh, wow. You drew those, Chloe? I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. My artistic talent, it does not extend to making pictures. Oh, that is such a bummer, John. Man, you are truly talented, honey. Yep, John's hoping his cold has peaked and is finally on its way out, and I have a feeling that cold is the reason he's not going to be able to attend the event. All right. Hey, Bean, how are you doing today? Okay, are we ready to move on and start acknowledging birthdays? It's your birthday. Anyway. I am so envious of people who have that artistic ability. My Munchkin does. They're an amazing young artist. And I just, I'm jealous. Because I have these amazing pictures in my head, but I cannot get them out of my head onto paper. And I could potentially use AI, but that is true. But, you know, Hazel is saying I do artistic work with my makeup, which isn't exactly untrue. Yeah, I know that feeling, Bean. Bean just shared in the chat, me when the teacher asks me a question I don't know the answer to, and put up the emoji of Sergeant. Yep. Sergeant's like, why are you asking me? This is just hanging out funny today. There, now that looks better. Ha! All right. Yep. Now that we've killed enough time for the ads to run, here we go. We do have a couple of birthdays we are honoring today. One I forgot yesterday, and I feel like hammered dog shit for it. And another one that we're honoring because we won't be streaming tomorrow. So, I missed an incredibly important birthday yesterday. A former classmate and a very, very dear friend is celebrating his birthday today. And I spaced it yesterday. Bad die, no donuts. So I am wishing him a very, very, very special happy birthday today. Danny, I hope you have a fantabulously magical birthday, and I hope Donnie treats you to an amazing day. Happy birthday, my friend. And happy birthday, Danny. And since we won't be streaming tomorrow, I do want to wish Raven a very, very, very happy birthday. Yeah, I will be here Sunday, and we'll probably say it again Sunday, but just in case I forget again. All right, now, as I light this candle, we offer this flame in care and remembrance. Ah, shit, he didn't do it again. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Do it. There we go. Oh, that is cool. All right. As I light this candle, we offer this flame in care and remembrance. This light is for survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, for our witchlings and their loved ones who are walking through difficult moments, and for anyone who needs just a smidge bit of steadiness today. We hold all of this within our sacred circle. In the quiet, we remember that even a small light can make space for healing. As we begin to close our circle, we invite the ancestors to stand with us here today and lend their strength, their wisdom, and their love. May this flame carry comfort, remembrance, and resilience. May it remind us that none of us walks alone. And our circle is closed. Yep. Coffee. That is awesome, though, Bean. At least you get to go spend time with Dad. That's what matters. I will be honest. I would give just about anything to spend some time with my dad again. All right. All right, my loves. Let's go wander and see what holidays we're dealing with today. I am groggy. Grog. Oh, sorry. All right, my witchlings, let us go wander and see what holidays are weaving their way through today. We have some interesting ones. First, we have National Vision Board Day. I like vision boards. National Vision Board Day invites us to look forward with intention. This isn't about hustle or forcing outcomes. This is about clarity. What you focus on grows, and today is a reminder to choose your focus consciously, aligning your energy with what you actually want to nurture in the coming months. Now, our question here is, what feels most alive when you imagine it in your future? If you removed fear and obligation from the equation, what would you choose to call in? This is your day to dream big, my friends. It is also Peculiar People Day. Peculiar People Day celebrates the beautifully strange, the unconventional, the ones who never quite fit the mold and never wanted to. Progress, magic, and art have always come from the peculiar ones who dared to be different. So, our question, what part of you have you been dimming to blend in? How might your life shift if you let that peculiar spark take up just a little more space today? And we then have National Cut Your Energy Costs Day. For those of us who have to pay the bills, on the surface, today is about conserving resources, but on a deeper level, it's an invitation to examine where your personal energy is leaking. Not everything deserves your attention, effort, or emotional labor. So, my witchlings, what drains you without giving anything back? Where could you gently, emphasis on the keyword gently, unplug, rest, or set a boundary to preserve your own power? Those are our holidays, my loves. All right. Hazel asked what my shirt is today. It is simply a Mickey Mouse Torrid hoodie. It's comfortable. And I absolutely love Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Got married at the Disneyland Hotel. That was kind of cool. I'm doing okay, I think. I am so tired. This new year has not started off great for me, and I'm just dragging. Go get some sleep, Bean. Oi. Good night, Bean's mom. Where are you looking? All right, hold on. Give us just a second, y'all. We are looking. Okay. Okay. I pronounce my A's different from Hazel. I know. I did. I answered that, my love. Yes, I very much do. Considering I have not managed to crawl into bed before 3 a.m. yet. Acknowledge that too, babe. I don't know. Ah. No, mechanical pencil lead. I don't know whether I prefer mechanical pencils or hate them. I don't know. Oh, goodness. They're convenient. That is one of the things I do love about them. But when you run out of lead and you don't have any to replace it because you didn't know you were getting low, that's when I have problems. But I'm also the one that I would take the disposable mechanical pencils and pull the leads out of them to use in each other when I would run out. I don't know. I'm weird. I know this. I'm a peculiar person. There we go. Mm-hmm. We do. Because I saw the pictures of them in my poster or in my paperwork. Yeah. Man, I tell you, I am feeling every forking minute of my 48 years this morning. I am just, He's trying to find pictures because I wanted to go back to reading the Zen and the Harmony cards while we do Saturdays or Fridays. Coffee and cues. There we go. And we can't find the pictures of them that we had. Oh wow. I know they're in Canva. You're good, John. Oh, so since we got a minute, I am going to scream and cheer and all over the place. So the reason I did not do podcast last night was because I had a women in leadership group book swap last night. And this book swap, we do it every Christmas. This was our third one. Second one I have attended. And the premise is you bring in a book, fiction or nonfiction, that has helped shape who you are as a person and as a leader, right? And hey, Thumbelina. And so the woman who owns the studio that I took my yoga teacher training through has a book club that I was trying to attend. And the last book that they did that I paid attention to was the book Think Again by Adam Grant. I, at the time, didn't have the ability to acquire it, a hard copy of it, so I listened to it on Audible. And as we were there last night and talking about some of the books that we enjoy, I thought of that book. about 2 seconds or 2 minutes before I opened the book that I chose, and it was exactly the book I'd been thinking of. I screamed, almost. I think I squealed. Because I very much enjoyed this book. I enjoyed what I read. According to Audible, I still have like 20 minutes left. But I have a feeling most of that is going to be the epilogue and the actions for impact and the acknowledgments. But I am just so excited to, oh wow. So excited to be able to have a hard copy of it because this has like the diagram here and other fun stuff. Bad motivation bingo. I can deal with that. Now oh, and there's a Calvin and Hobbes. I didn't flip through it last night. I was just excited to have it. I'm going to have so much fun with this. Go get some rest, Chloe. Sleep well. Sleep sweet, dream deep, my friend. But this just, I'm so looking forward to being able to read through this. I need to add a section to my library catalog that is just my general nonfic. Because I've got my yoga nonfic, I got my witchy nonfic, I've got my self-help nonfic. And this one, I'll just have to put it in a general nonfiction and figure out what other books I have that would go along with that. Yeah. Very good question, then. Where would I put this one? The book I chose to gift was Jon Kabat-Zinn's book, Full Catastrophe Living. I turned to look at my copy of it, and I remember it. So, Full Catastrophe Living is the reason I'm sitting here. I have told you guys this story plenty of times, but I discovered yoga and really fell in love with it through mindfulness-based stress reduction. Full Catastrophe Living is essentially the textbook for MBSR. And so oh my God, did it affect me so strongly. And yeah, it was great. And so the way we work our book swap is like a white elephant gift exchange, where you have numbers, you go in order, and you each get to pick a gift. Or you can steal a gift that somebody else has already opened, and then they get to open a new one or steal. So I was number 8, and I think the first steal was number 6. So we went through 5 people before somebody finally stole a book. The book I took, another rhyme. The book I shared got stolen twice, which is the maximum. So I was kind of happy to see that people actually wanted it. I know I'm babbling at you guys. I'm so sorry. Shit. Oh, shit. Oops. He's swearing at his computer at the moment. Canva in particular. All right. Me. Yes, what we're all writing. Me. My brain. Let's see. What else? We are confirmed for Seeds of Light. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That is going to be... I'm explaining. So Seeds of Light is going to be the 22nd of February. It is the Pacific Northwest Witches Markets in bulk event. And it's going to be at Pickering Barn in Issaquah, Washington. What? I'm trying to share information with you guys, and he's saying, hey, you could have just said this. I need to tell you guys all of the information. So we will be at the Seeds of Light event the 22nd of February. It will be at Pickering Barn in Issaquah, Washington, right across the street from Costco if you're local. Going to have a lot of fun doing that. And then this month, we are going to be at the MeWe, which is Metaphysical Wellness Fair in Bellevue next weekend. And I need to confirm where the fluff that is because I cannot remember. I want to say it is going to be at the Emerald Suites, but I could be wrong. Let me confirm this. Embassy Suites. Emerald Suites is the hotel across the street from Columbia Tower, Di. So we will be at the Embassy Suites by Hilton in Bellevue. Yeah. So, we are having fun. All right. Hey, Carrot, by the way, I did see you come in. It's kind of a cool name, by the way. Yeah. Shit. Nice. All right. There we go. All right. Hey, Dua. Sorry, I'm in behind the curtains playing around with stuff on my monitor, and I'm kind of getting sucked into watching what he's doing. But so we are going to be at the Embassy Suites by Hilton in Bellevue, Washington next weekend. Yay! So we may not be streaming next Sunday. We'll figure that out as we go. Oh, I'm so sorry, John. And then next month we will be with the Pacific Northwest Witches Market. I am looking into what we may do for March. We'll figure that out in a week or so. We are potentially going to be restructuring our schedule again because doing Friday Coffee and Cues is throwing me completely out of whack. So we're working, figuring that shit out. Oh, Dua, no worries. Family birthdays come first. Happy birthday to your sister. See if I can grab it without burning myself. Haha. And a happy birthday to Dua's sister. Haha. I did burn myself. I'm doing great. Yeah, John, I do the same thing. Oh, you are not whining, John. You're fine. You are welcome, Dua. Yeah, about the only thing you've really missed is our holidays and me screeching over getting a book that I'm really happy about. I went to a book swap last night. I gotta clean my office again. Cleaning, laundry, and dishes. The 3 tasks that never end. Yes, hi. Meet my friend White Coffee. Has half again as much caffeine as black coffee. I live on this shit. And when I'm not drinking coffee, I am drinking Dr. Pepper. I'll sleep when I'm dead, right? Ah. Apparently my laptop decided to turn on the screensaver. That doesn't normally happen. Oh, fabulous. Yep, my laptop is being a pain in the ass. Hold on. Let's see if this will work. Oh, try again. Yeah, admittedly, don't try to be careful. Yeah, I am crawling in bed somewhere around between 3 and 4 a.m. and getting up around 10-ish, which for most people isn't a problem. It is for me. I am not getting enough sleep. All right. Yep, I'll play with it later. I'll probably have to reboot the laptop. It hasn't rebooted in a while. Isn't it, though? I am a night owl. Oh, God, yes. Oh, the man behind the curtain did graveyards at the casino for a while, and yeah, was not a pleasant experience for anyone in the house, because I have 3 children, and none of them have volume control. And the man behind the curtain is unfortunately a very, very light sleeper. So, yeah. Yeah. So, my husband is one of the reasons I very often tell people, if you have a baby, please make as much noise as you normally would during the day while the baby naps. Elsewise, you are going to raise an insanely light sleeper, to the point that, you know, someone will have to hold their breath and tiptoe past the door of the bedroom so as to not wake them up. Yeah, I would not wish that on anyone. Was not pleasant. On the other hand, I don't know what it's like because I'm an insanely heavy sleeper. My family used to joke all the time about the time a fire truck was backing up outside my bedroom window to park in the parking space right outside my window. And it was literally this far from my head. I slept through it. Didn't know a damn thing was going on until the incubator stuck her head in the door of my bedroom and said, the apartment next door caught fire, but the fire department's here and everything's fine. You don't have to get up. And then she closed the door and walked away, and I'm like, you said what? Yeah, there's good reason I refer to her as my incubator. She was not my mother. She was no mother to me. Anyway, we're not going to go into that one. Yep. Sounds about like me, John. Sounds about like me. Yeah, the man behind the curtain would not have slept. Hey, Mimi, how are you doing? You're home now, aren't you? I bet you are so happy. That's true. Well, once she recovers from traveling. Because we all know that's all kinds of fun. Look at the eyes on that kitty. Yay! Celebration for being home finally. Yay! Happy, happy joys. My brain is just kind of... Doom. All right, my friends, let's get on with this, and let's go do our Sanskrit bit for the week, or for Sanskrit bit of the day. All right, my witchlings. On our last day of our Sacha week, we are embodying clarity through integration. We pause to notice what feels cleaner in our thinking, our bodies, and our boundaries. We release what we named earlier and choose one small act that reflects our values. Saucha today is honesty with ourselves, care without spectacle, and tending what remains so it can be sustained. Clean doesn't mean empty. It means intentional. And that, my loves, is our Sanskrit bit. Oh, hello, Stretch. There we go. Ha ha. How is Miss Hazel doing today? I know you're still there. We have Hazel in the landscape chat. Yep. Yes, members only chat. We have gotten some interesting people in the chats recently, so we're having tons of fun with this life. Mimi says, hi, Hazel. Ow. All right, my loves. We're going to check out what the Cozy Witch, or the Chubby Witch's Night in. I love this Oracle deck. All right, so we are doing the Chubby Witch's Night in Oracle, and let's see what she has to say today, shall we? Let me know in the comments if something here really resonates. All right, my loves. Our card is... It's the Cozy Little Things. Being a human can suck sometimes. We go through breakups, disappointments, grief, mental health issues, and so much more. At the time I'm writing this is coming directly from the book. At the time I'm writing this, we're witnessing rights being stripped away from so many in our country and terrible violence just about everywhere. Through all of this, we're expected to just deal with it. We're told to get out of bed, go to school and or work, and act like everything is totally fine. But it isn't fine. All of it eventually takes a toll because we are human. We're human, and we feel, despite the world wanting us to be numb so we can keep capitalism running as per usual. You've likely experienced periods of your life where the negative stuff, personal or otherwise, just piles up and up and up, making you feel overwhelmed. You may even feel like you're going to collapse under the weight of it if one more thing happens. Or if one good thing doesn't happen. If you're pulling this card, then chances are this reflects your life at the present. Gee. You can't always wait for the good things to come. There are times when you have to seek them. You don't have to do anything extravagant. Though, what the hell? Anyway. You don't have to do anything extravagant, though. Take the scenic route home or go to a window and find your favorite constellation. Take some inspiration from this card and light your favorite candle as you get ready for bed. In a world where most of us have lost sight of magic and whimsy, let this be an act of healing and take yourself back piece by little piece. Let your attention to small happiness be a goddess-damned rebellion. Now our night in journal prompt that I will share on the socials as well. Write a list of 4 small things in your life that make you happy, along with the reasons why. Take your time and try to let this act of making this list invoke much needed feelings of joy within. There are, of course, witchy ways to help bring in positivity, and candle magic is one. Hi, Candle Witch. When witches talk about candle magic, they're usually referring to color, but there is so much more to it than that. For example, when a candle is scented, it holds the magical energy of whatever it's scented with. Use that to your advantage. So our magical tip here, we have some candle scent magic. Lavender candles, soothing any tension. Lemon, to inspire childlike joy. Apple, to fill your space and heart with love. And rosemary, to remember the good things. That is the Chubby Witch's Night in for today. Oh, that's okay, John. If you need to go get some rest, go get some rest. All right. What did I miss? Did I not say one more bad thing happens? Oh my gods. Oh well. Life goes on. I'm glad it helped, Mimi. Alright. Now, we get the Cozy Witch Tarot. I love the Cozy Witch. I love this artist and her author. Alright. So, let me know if today's tarot card resonates. Our card today is the Four of Wands. There it is. Alright. The little sign says a place to hang your witch hat. Alright. Family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. Everyone comes together at the Magical Cupcake Shop to celebrate the Witchling's 4th birthday. Yay! What a massive milestone! Though not everyone sitting at the table is technically related to one another, they still consider themselves to be a family. They're the found kind, which is just as valid. Some would say even more so because it's by choice, not by pure happenstance. Though the most important home you can build is the one you build within yourself, this card is about the homes you build in other people. Whoever this represents for you, they aren't going to judge you or make you feel like an outsider, like some families do. It's okay to let your guard down. That's our tarot card today. No, I have the family that made me feel like an outsider. Every God's be damned day of my life. Now let's see what today's affirmation is. Our affirmation today. I meet this day with clarity and courage. I honor my truth, protect my energy, and choose care even over numbness. Even when the world feels heavy, I remain grounded, compassionate, and committed to what is right. My presence matters, and my actions, small and steady, help shape a more just and loving path forward. That's our affirmation today. Okay. Okay. So we're going to chit chat for a couple of minutes again because I need to redo all of my notes and scripts and shit because we've got some massive clutter text. Text clutter? Text cut clutter. All right. And I tell you what, having a damn pinched nerve is so fucking annoying right now. My arm is killing me. Yeah, I did. It just doesn't feel good. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Let's step into Ugh. Let's step into the DieTheYogaWitch.shop where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. That is DieTheYogaWitch.shop. Now, if you're enjoying this show and would like to step a little bit deeper into our coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of our channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings with levels starting at just $1 a month. You can also, as a reminder, support this channel for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. I appreciate all of you guys and your support. Thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, now, back to the show. Give me my hair. All right. No. We have Mr. Rogers. Yay! All right, hold on. All right there. Fixing it. There. All right. All right, we have our Zen and our Harmony cards coming up now. All right, we are starting with Harmony card today. There we go. We are starting with Harmony card today. You are the steward of the palace that lies within you, the kingdom of all existence. Your understanding is growing, your wisdom is taking root. Be ready to share what you know, readily sharing the gift of your knowledge. Be prepared to share your divine abilities while you play the leading role in the new life you've manifested. Your vision is unique, inventive, and important. That's our Harmony. Yeah, I can imagine that one. Distractions. And yes, Mimi, yeah. Yeah, flashbacks from PTSD stuck big fat hairy donkey balls, just so you know. Now, my friends, we have our Zen card. Zen says, we have our Zen card. Zen says, I think. Communication is the key to unlocking the beauty of learning ourselves and others. It's an action that lends itself to a constant state of being and allows you to be an eternal student. Moments where you speak and moments where you listen, these are our everlasting teachers, giving guidance through the middle space of understanding. Now is a moment for you to pay homage to your learning process and your most beloved teachers. Take a moment to integrate it into your being. Ignore this if you happen to be driving. Please close your eyes, take a deep breath in, fill the bottom of your belly, and then fill your lungs. Hold for as long as you can and release it in peace. Keep your eyes closed and bring your current lessons to the front of your mind. Sit here and ruminate on the faces, conversations, and periods of enlightenment that got you here. Take another deep breath and exhale through an open mouth. When complete, repeat aloud, "Thank you." That's our Zen. Yeah, PTSD is a bitch. I'm sorry, babe. Man behind the curtain is stuck in a holding pattern before he can eat breakfast. I so understand that. All right. Oh, you're fine, Mimi. You are not a problem here at all, honey. You're not doing anything that you shouldn't be. You were actually really, really, really good about how you mentioned that. Thank you. You were perfect. We're just having issues here this morning because we have lacked communication for a couple of weeks again. So, yeah, life goes on. We're getting shit figured out. All right. It is time for our little bit of wisdom from Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers says today, when we love a person, we accept him or her exactly as is. The lovely with the unlovely, the strong along with the fearful, the true mixed in with the facade, and of course, the only way we can do it is by accepting ourselves that way. Mr. Rogers was a genius. That's Mr. Rogers for today. Uh-oh. That's what I thought. All right. I'm going to rush us a smidge bit so we can do our closing blessing and extinguish the candle because candle ain't got much longer. So our closing blessing. I leave you with this. May you be held in safety as this day draws to a close. May your body find rest, your mind find quiet, and your heart remember it is not alone. May clarity stay with you, compassion guide you, and courage rise when it is needed. Go gently, speak truthfully, and rest knowing that your care, seen and unseen, matters. And so it is. Namaste, my witchlings. As with the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who joined us today. There we go. Yeah, probably will. All right. There we go. I know. Hey, Sage. Oh, excuse me. All right. We are... I like that idea, John. All right. I need to grab a thingy to drain the wet wax into. Ow. Okay. Once I figure out a nice, tidy way to store things like paper towels in here, life is going to get so much better. Oh, thank you! I made them! These are actually available in the DieTheYogaWitch.shop. Oh, cool. He just pinned them to the stream. There we go. There's some other really cute ones, too. All right. Oh. Yep. Okay. I am Blur. Okay, so now that we're done with the recorded part of the show today, go. Oof. Yeah, I can imagine that. Distractions. Alright, so now that we're done with the recorded part of today, I am going to blather on at you guys about this show I discovered last night. And I have just been binging it. Actually, I didn't discover it last night. I'm not sure how long ago I discovered it. That is cool, John. Apparently it is a Turkish television series. The name of it is The Gift. And it is just... I watched all but like half of the last episode of the first season last night, and I'm loving it. Basically the premise is there's this woman, she's an artist, and there's this image that she's been painting and drawing since she was a young child that shows up in this ancient temple that is like the oldest temple known to mankind currently. And she finds out that the pictures she's been drawing since she was a kid are showing up all over this place. And so she goes to explore, goes to see the place and learn about it, and ends up connecting with the archaeologist who is in charge of all of it. And yeah, and the episode I was watching last night, actually I think I finished the next to the last episode. Just left on a cliffhanger that was pretty easy to put two and two together and figure out where they're going with it, but the acting is good. It's highly entertaining to have the closed captioning on while watching it, because the closed captioning does not match the lines being said at all. And I have a feeling that is the dubbing. I think the closed captioning is actually what the actual lines are in the script, and the English dub translates it slightly differently. But it's really been cool to watch. I have very much enjoyed it. I have that one that I'm watching. I have a show called The Order, oh my god, I can't remember the actor's name. Give me a second, I gotta look it up. But I have yet to watch something with him in it that I did not enjoy. That might be the one I'm looking for. It is, I think. Nope. Yep. That's where it is. I have to find the actor I'm thinking of's name, though. Oh, what's a gateway drug? Uh-oh. Oh, dear Lord. Yes, it is an adorable deck. But be careful because it is very much a gateway drug. So, yes, this is the actor I'm thinking of. I have yet to see him in something that I did not enjoy. His birthday's the day after mine. Now that's trippy. Anyway, c'est la vie. But The Order is a really awesome show. This kid goes to college, goes to a specific college where his dad works as like a groundskeeper or something. And yeah, or grandpa works as a groundskeeper or something. It's a really fucking awesome show itself. So yeah. Oh, that is cool. Oh, official exams if you want certification. Oh, hey, Sage. Shit. Do I have that deck? I was it the cat lovers? It was the cat lovers tarot because there are a couple of cat themed tarot cards. Actually, let's go to Llewellyn and I can show them to you guys because I'm pretty sure. What? I am looking to compare and contrast the cat tarot cards, the one that Sage saw and the one that I have, because they are slightly different decks. What the hell? Okay, that is so not going to help me any, so we're just going to go cat tarot. There we go, yeah. No! There. Okay. There. That's what I'm trying to look for. All right, so I'm willing to bet that was the cat tarot you found, which is absolutely adorable. Yes. But yes. Oh, maybe that wasn't the cat lovers. But that's the primary tarot that comes up when people think cat tarot. I am not even finding mine. Yay, Mimi! Whereas that is the deck that I have. Either way, they're both really great decks, really adorable, but I'm a cat person. So, this is my cat tarot, and it comes in a big ass box. Yes, cats are the best. Nothing against my pupper back there, but I love cats. All right, you guys are gonna sit there. I am just all discombobulated today. I'm. Shit. I gotta order candles soon. Dunk. Oh, yes. Yes. That is awesome, John. I would love to see you excelling and getting all the good stuff. Yes, animals are so good. Life would be so boring without our furry children, you know? I know my life would be. They provide endless streams of amusement. There! Hey, I cleaned out the mess in the candlestick. Or in the candle holder. Now I can toss the candle into it. ¿Por qué? Oh. Alright. Yes. Thought it was Tuesday. Fuck. Because I still haven't... Fuck. Great. I need to know what time because it never made it into my calendar, so... All right. Oh, dear Lord, John. Pop that back where it belongs. Hey. Glasses are put away now, too. Okay, there. Chaos reigns, I swear. I'm going to finish my coffee soon. I am tired. I am stressed. I am so sorry, Mimi. Oh, Sage got new crystals. Mimi, I am so sorry you had panic attack and everything. Ugh. What kind of math distractions? Alright. Grab these. Pop my cards back where they go. Okay. If she does, you're going to divide your assets. I know. He was rather crude in my ear, and I'm being a bitch back, so bear with us here. That one just kind of wrote itself. I can't even argue with that one. Oh, I have heard of Golden Pie. I don't remember much about it. I was never the mathematician in the family. Oh no! That reminds me. Hazel, I want to get this to you. It was your birthday present, my friend. Alright, shit, I was just... not braining. Brain is just not functioning. So much fun. See, I like flying. I just don't like flying with other people. Although I do someday want to have the ability to fly first class. Yep. That makes sense. And that would explain why it's called Golden Pie. Checking for animals so I can scoot my chair around. There, cleaned up mess. I don't either, but we're okay. One of these days, I'm just gonna freaking set all of it. Just gonna set the camera up so I can putz around in my office while we're doing shit. Sounds about right. Hey, Will. How are you doing today? I gotta change my watch band on my watch. So you know what? I'm gonna force myself to do that by taking this one off of it. So I can't wear it again until I fix it. Good. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it down. But actually might not have been a bad thing. Life is crazy and hectic and chaotic and just forking ridiculous. Hello, Yuriko. How are you doing today? I am even more batshit crazy than usual. I was going to grab something, and then I remembered something I wanted to say, and by the time I turned back, I had completely lost what I was going to say. Oh. I feel you. I was going to use my nebulizer. Sorry. I was going to use my nebulizer this morning, and forgot. I heard you meow. Where are you? I swear to God, I heard him meow. Yes, I did see that, and I am so sorry, hon. As if this week hasn't been bad enough. Chaos! It's just never ending. That's where I mean. I swear to God, I am hearing the furry little demon, but I can't see him. That's good, Yuriko. If he meows at me one more time and I can't find him, I'm going to lose my shit. Where are you, you furry little rat bat? He's meowing at something outside the window. He is watching kitty TV and yelling at the screen. There he is. He's like, Mom, how dare you? Oh, nebulizers. What the fluff? Nebulizers are awesome things. I probably would not be here if I didn't have mine. Although I have to say one of my... Oh, I totally would not be surprised by that. Damn it, brain. Oh, one of my favorite times needing a nebulizer. I know how bizarre that sounds. The last time I went into urgent care or that because I needed a nebulizer treatment, we had wildfires going on here in Washington and the smoke was nasty. And I'm at work with Kat, who apparently is not here today, and we were closing together and I'm like, I am not breathing well. I need to go to urgent care. So problem is urgent care closed at the same time the store I was working at did, and I was the closer. So I'm like, can you handle it by yourself? And she's like, get out of here, go. So I went up to the urgent care, went in, and I'm like, I am not breathing well. I know I need a nebulizer treatment. And they're like, you sound just fine. And I'm like, please trust me. I really do need a nebulizer treatment. So they're like, they get me into the room, listen to my lungs, and they're like, you don't sound that bad, but we'll go ahead and give you a nebulizer treatment since you're insistent. And I'm like, yes, please do. Came back in when the nebulizer treatment was done, listened to my lungs again, and they're like, you're moving air a whole lot better. And I'm like, yeah, told you I was having trouble breathing. And she's like, but you weren't wheezing or... Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. But the doctor's like, but you weren't wheezing. I'm like, I don't wheeze. If I am wheezing because of my asthma, that means I need to be hospitalized and put on supplementary oxygen. And she's like, oh, I am a musician. I am a singer. I know how to fix my breath to an extent. And she's like, yeah, I see that. I will not, I will not doubt you again if you come into my urgent care. And I'm like, you damn well better not. My primary care doctor, when I saw him a couple of days later, is like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, that I think that was the entire problem. I was walking without a penis, you know? Existing without one. Well, I am so sorry. But as a friend of mine who has an ostomy has said, it's not a bad thing. It actually is a very good thing because it gives you the freedom to go out and have a life. Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's a mess. Yes, it's frustrating, but it's better than the alternative. So I see both sides. And actually that is the... I was told after the surgery when they discovered my endo that if I ever had abdominal surgery again, I would end up with an ostomy bag. So basically what an ostomy is, there's multiple different types of ostomies, but this one that we're discussing is basically a bag on the outside of you that collects your waste. And yeah. And there's usually a tube that goes from it into where the waste comes from. Yes. Yes. Yep. Some of them are ostomy bags. There's, like I said, there's other kind of ostomy, or yeah. My brain is glitching again. I'm trying to say something and the words are not coming, so I give up. But yeah. Yes, colostomy. Colostomy is one of the types of ostomy bags, but there are like 3 others, and they all pretty much do the same thing. I myself am guilty of thinking that the colostomy bag was the only one there was. I then became Facebook friends with someone who has one, and yeah, was introduced to the entire world of that stuff. Said friend, and I'm not naming who the friend is, and the friend is very open about this. Said friend was born without a rectum and has had to have multiple surgeries to correct this. A lot of their lower internal organs and stuff were jacked up when they were born. I know. Oops. Oh, thank you, distractions. I did. The book, I am still over the moon over the book I got. Because the fucking synchronicity of me going, I should have gotten a hard copy of this book to bring. And then I open it and I'm like, the universe is listening to me. Hey, Sage. Very tired. Had first 2 school days after a long break and had a math test. Oh my God. I am so sorry. Why? Oh, wait. First 2 school days. So it's not like it was the first day back. But why do they give tests that soon after you come back from a break? I never understood that one. I didn't ask for your opinion. Where? Wait. What the? There you are. No, he's not. Okay. Watch your paws. Come here. I'm gonna get you. Come here. Dad's calling. Nope. He wants to mama. Here you go, baby. As he smacks his head into the mic. There you go, babies. He has to come say hi. Have a good day at work, Will. No, you are not getting what's left of my breakfast, young man. That is mine. Look at this fuzzy butt. Hi, sweet baby. I love it when he purrs. Hi, sweet baby. He does have golden eyes. Hi. You're a good boy. Hey, Rose. I like that name. Oh, cool. That is awesome, Distractions. This is our 10-year-old furry overlord. Furry bastard, fuzzy butts. Yep. All right. Isn't he adorable and precious? We love him. His mother is an obnoxious bitch, and we love her just as much. Oh, somebody likes Kevin Smith. Oh, that's Kevin Smith on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. Yeah. Okay. So, Ro, your friendly neighborhood girl. All right, now we know what to call her. Coolios. Seriously? You gonna headbutt the microphone again? Yes, he has. Ooh. That'll be interesting to look into. There is so much I want to read and watch and do. I just do not have all of the time all the time needed to do all of it. That is very wise, John. Stay home and don't make other people sick. You could always mask up if they really wanted you there. But he also has the flu, which could be, cold flu, either way. Cat, well, that's cats, Ro. Ro. Gosh. He is shoving his ear into my hand so hard right now. We have tested it and reading out loud, which is slightly slower than if you're just reading. I read 155 words per minute. So, not quite speed reader, but I do read pretty damn fast. That is true too. That's true. That is true. I read my script out loud, and they are based on that 155 words per minute. And I do occasionally ad-lib, rephrase things that I've written in my script, add or reword it, add things, take away things. Yeah, well, regularly adding adding colorful language. There we go.
Mimi saying fuzzy butt, fuzzy butt, fuzzy butt. Are you a good fuzzy butt? You are.
Are you summoning him, Mimi? He's already been summoned. Are you Reebo baby? You are just purring up a storm. He's a good kitty cat. Dad just showed you a picture. Yeah. I turned into the world's biggest goober when one of my animals is here, particularly this one. I adore my baby. Oh, yeah, good boy. Yeah. Oh, yay! Amethyst keychains. Go get some sleep, Sage. I know. Amy's not here, though, which kind of sucks. Savant stories can be uplifting. Yes. There used to be a series. Probably. There used to be a series. I cannot remember what channel it was on. I think it was Sci-Fi. That was... I could see his face. Stan Lee's Superhumans. Where he essentially found people who were real life superhero type people. And got them to explain how they were the way they were. The one person I really, really remember is they had a superhuman resistance to cold. Yes. Yeah, that's just... That's a lot of pie, yes. I can't imagine that one. He had a couple of contortionists. Contortionists are real... Most of them are really easy. It's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobility. But yeah. Ooh. I want chicken pot pie. I think the next time I go to Costco, I'll grab a pot pie. Yeah, Kevin Smith is awesome. So is Michael Rosenbaum. I started watching Smallville because I absolutely adore anything Superman and Supergirl related. And the more I watched, the more I really became enamored with Michael Rosenbaum and his acting. I will be 100% honest. He is most of the reason I watched the cheesy-ass movie Sorority Boys. The other part of the reason was Barry Watson, who played the other lead character. Played the oldest son on Seventh Heaven, for those of you who don't know. I have watched a couple of 3 things with him in it. Just because he was there and it was great. Oi! One guy hit by a baseball and could tell you what day of the week any date is on. That's kind of cool. Fun guy. Oi. I'm remembering the movie Phenomenon with, I can see his face. Shit. Oh my god, why can I not think of his face? Or think of his name. I could see his damn face. Oh. He was Danny in Grease. Why? My god. I am just drawing an utter and complete blank. John Travolta. There we go. Yeah. Where he was able to sense the earthquakes before they happened. Yeah. Stan Lee is amazing. Yes. Definitely agree. No. They'll be worse. Yep. One guy could draw the whole city after looking at it for a few minutes. Yup. Stan Lee does very much rock. I also liked the other show that he did, Who Wants to Be a Superhero. I know I watched at least the first. There may have only been the one season of it, and I watched it pretty religiously because it was fun. Yes. It's a purr. It's a purr. Sorry. Got distracted by the kitty for a minute. Oh. Are you a happy boy? Oops, sorry about that. Totally not what I meant to do. I abuse my poor microphone so often. What are you whipping your tail around for, huh? Oh. Ooh, that sounds interesting. One of my kids is into cosplay. Okay, I think at least two of them are, but one of them very much. And that one sounds vaguely familiar. Notice how our education taught is materialism. Yeah, capitalism. Yep. They want to turn us into good little consumers who are also good little worker bees and cogs in the giant wheel. And they are trying very, very hard to make sure that we know that a single person cannot affect any kind of change. And they do that to make sure that we don't think about organizing and being more than just a person, right? Are you showing your ass, child? Quit whipping your tail. You're showing your ass in so many ways right now, child. Stop it. Thank you. Sci-Fi had some of the best shows. It really did. You're going to burn your tail on the coffee warmer. row your roast. That's, boy. If voting changed anything, they would abolish it. Can't disagree with you there, John. Oh, man. Okay, referring back to Voss, I've mentioned this app a few times. That is true. It has one of the things it has is this quiz locus of control, which talks about, whether we believe that luck has anything to do with life, and a bunch of the questions in it, at least 3 of them, involve whether or not you believe that the average everyday person can affect politics by voting or whatnot. And some days I think we can, but other days not so much. There you go, John. Why did my brain just go row your goat? We are sorry, Roro. We're normally better behaved than this. No offense to anyone in here, because I am including myself in this statement. We're a bunch of immature 12-year-old boys at heart. I swear every single one of us is. And I don't know if I should apologize for that or just lean the fuck into it. Where are you going, Kit Kat? What are you doing? Hi. Oh, you want down? Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn. There you go. Down. Go be good kitty. Love you, kitty, kitty, cat, cat. Nope. Kitty, kitty, cat, cat. Picking pebbles. Yeah, he has to show his ass. Look at my bum hole. Bort hole. You were picking pebbles today. That sounds fun. He ate your passenger seat. Oh, my lord and lady. We are a crew in here. I tell you what's the damn truth. I wonder if that phrase will ever leave my vocabulary. Hey, Light of Hope, how are you doing today? Oh, I honestly think there are some things that after spending the better part of 30 years with my best friend being from Alabama, oh yay, I wonder if any of the Southernisms are going to leave my vocabulary. Oh, we will light a candle for you, distractions, because I wish you nothing but the best of luck and the best life. You are on the right path here. You have got this. We are here to support you when you need it as well. That is what the witchlings are here for. Because we do that whole, spreading love, joy, and kindness thing. Mm-hmm. I now have an itch. We're doing great. Doing stellar. No, I'm not doing Stella. I'm doing stellar. Oh, noes. Which secret, honey? Oh, God. Come here. Yep. There we go. Oh, I cannot imagine not having a phone for 2 months. Although I went to a play with the cousins. I went to a play for my birthday with my cousins and forgot my phone and my watch. And once I got over the fact that, I'd left them behind, I was actually okay with it. But I think a big part of that was I was completely comfortable with the people I was with. And so I knew nothing was going to happen. Yeah, my problem is social media. And I have a love-hate relationship with the fact that a lot of what I do involves social media. And we'll get to that in a second, Hope. But part of what I do here involves going on social media and sharing stuff. But I'm also autistic and ADHD and get distracted very, very, very easily. And so I will log into Facebook or Threads. Not so much Instagram, because as much as I love it, I don't scroll it the way I used to. But Instagram or Facebook and Threads, oh gods. I go to share and Blue Sky, I go to share the posts I have. And yeah. So, Hope talked to, I believe, his crush, who is a nature-based green witch. Okay, so all witchcraft is nature-based. We honor we acknowledge and honor the divinity in all living things. But green witches are a thing. She has a friend who calls herself a vampire. Number one, if you do like this person and you care about your crush, and you actually end up in a relationship, it would be a very bad idea to try to dictate who she can and cannot be friends with. You can say, you're more than welcome to be friends with that person. Just please leave me the fluff out of it. But a lot of people call themselves vampires or other things like that just to get a reaction. Oh, Mimi. Hey, remember, I did say we are all 12-year-old boys on the inside here, including me. Yeah, Mimi got caught up with the ads. I am so flipping excited. Exactly. Trying to it comes down to feeling like a control thing. Having been in some high control relationships, I know how easy it is to fall into that. I have an itch that will not chill the fluff out. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Yes? Okay, that needs to be put in where it belongs. I need to make some more earrings this week. Get the stickers placed for the ones I've already made. All right, we have 15 minutes left, my friends. All right. So, since this is Coffee and Cues, I should probably ask. Exactly, Hope. So, what do you guys have any questions about what we do here, the witchy shit, the yoga shit, or what else? Nice, John. Or anything else, not what else. I'm so glad it's Friday. I will probably sleep half the day tomorrow and then do my content generation and cleaning. That is my agenda for tomorrow. What kind of magic do I stay away from and why? Blood magic mostly. I don't like it. I do not like inflicting pain, even on myself. So don't do blood magic. In general, I am a do no harm, take no shit kind of witch. I do not. Baneful magic is not my first go-to. I will try everything else before I can do baneful. Or before I do baneful. That said, if someone deserves it, I am not afraid of a well-placed hex or curse. It just takes a lot to push me to that point. Genuinely, I'll either do a mirror spell, put them in the freezer, or something like that, hot foot powder. But there is one person alive that I might consider doing some baneful magic on. Nope, not saying anything more, because I'm not even sure if you know who I'm talking about, love. How many types of yoga are there? Okay, yes. No, there are multiple types because there's Ashtanga, there's hot yoga, there's Iyengar's version of yoga, there's Vinyasa, there's Yoga Nidra Asana. So yes, there are multiple Kundalini, there are multiple different types. But when it comes to knowing that you've got the asana, which is the poses that everybody thinks of, but there is more, that would be Patanjali's 8 limbs of yoga. Oh, I'm curious. So, and this is actually something that I have done. I want to check real quick. Oh, nope. Actually, that's not even who I would do. No, it is someone I actually know in real life. All right. Boop, 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 boop. I am checking something before I go spewing. I want to make sure that I have the correct information. So, I have a series on my blog, of the 8 limbs of yoga. And apparently they went in the wrong forking order. But yes, so you have your yamas, your niyamas, and then comes the asana, pranayama, Diana Dharana. Lost. Asteya, I think, is the next. No, Asteya is one of the. I lost the last one, and then the final one is Samadhi. Hey, I'm doing better than I normally do there. So, that is what is the more to yoga than many people realize. If you want to learn more about yoga, one of the first books I would recommend is the Bhagavad Gita. There we go. But I am generating a list of resources that for my yoga books that will be added to yogawithdailin.com/blog-1. No idea why it's blog-1, but for some forking reason it is. Working on fixing that. But I'm doing a deep dive into the 8 limbs there again. And I just lost what I was saying because he's doing something on my monitor and completely distracted me. What are my thoughts on, Kundalini ever? I am not a Kundalini yogi. And I have actually watched at least 2 documentaries in the last 6 months about how Kundalini came to be, and I'm not fond of it. I do appreciate the philosophy behind it, though. So, yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. Getting to that. So what are my thoughts on Islam making its presence known in the West? It's always been here. It's always been here, but yes, it is becoming more commonly known because here in the United States, people are reminding our administration that the Second Amendment or First Amendment, the First Amendment guarantees freedom of religion, and because of how the fascist Cheeto is treating anyone whose skin is a darker shade than Casper, they are making themselves known, saying, hey, we have every right to exist here as anybody else. Witchcraft being completely frowned upon, I don't know how accurate that is, because the people I have known who were Muslim had zero issue with it. And actually, at least one of them converted to Islam from Wicca, which was an interesting conversion, but neither here nor there. I have no problem with it. Yes. Islam is a religion, not a race. Yes. But stupid white people, stupid white people tend to conflate anyone who is brown and practices Islam and says they are the Muslim people. And I'm like, that's like saying the Christian people or the Anglican people in England. You know, all English people are the Anglican people. And I'm like, does not make sense. There is only one religion that is its own separate race. Thank you, babe. And that is the Jewish faith, because for so many years, if you were Jewish, you did not step outside of your religious community. Thank you, Roro. You did not step out of your religious community to so much as date, much less get married. I don't disagree with you there. That the schools are very, very condescending with their thinking. I personally, I don't like talking on subjects that I don't know that much about because I don't like spreading misinformation. So this is something I need to do more research on, and I would love to come back to this conversation. Matter of fact, oh, Hell's Bells and Tinker Toys, I buried it again. Wait. There we go. Okay. I'm actually going to turn that one into a blog. Islam. Muslim. Versus witches. Hold on. There we go. You are very welcome, Hope. Thank you for sparking the conversation. I appreciate it. Ro, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. So where that comes from, I started out with Wicca. I will be honest. My first steps into witchcraft were through Wicca because that's what the people I knew practiced. And so I decided real quick that I wasn't super ecstatic about Wicca because of the smells and bells and the high ritual and shit. Thank you, Hope. And so I kind of made my own path, which is where I am today. But I started looking back shortly after I stopped practicing Wicca. I started doing some side by side, basically comparisons, and go, oh wow, so I could see where the Roman Catholic Church absorbed a lot of the pagan practices. And wow, so Wicca is the Roman Catholics of the pagan world with the high ritual and the very strictly prescribed roles for everyone and everything in the coven and the initiation rites and requirements and all that. And I'm like, damn. So you Romans decided to just take your prophet, your special character here, and make him the focus instead of the duality of the god and goddess, and you basically got the same damn thing. Nice. Not for me. I was never Roman Catholic. I was baptized into the church that is the bastard child of the Roman Catholics. Yep. Yep. You are absolutely correct, John. Yes. Oh my god. In so many ways, distraction. I will be honest. We're looking at the Christians in modern day society who cherry pick what they want from the Bible to suit their point of view, their way of looking at the world. And yeah. Life is good. Boop. Thank you, Hope. Yes. So again, I know I just said I was baptized into the church that is the bastard child of the Roman Catholics. I was baptized into the Episcopal Church. I'm one of the very special ones. I was baptized by a bishop, which doesn't normally happen. My grandfather was a priest, and there was a whole conversation that happened around that. So I was baptized into the Episcopal Church, and while I was active duty with the United States Navy, I met people who shared the beliefs I had that didn't align with the church. Found out they were Wiccan and started learning. I cringe at this now, but I have to be honest that my very, very, very first book on this path was Silver Raven Wolf's To Ride a Silver Broomstick. And I thought it was great. Until I branched out and started reading Scott Cunningham and Raven Grimassi and the Farrars etc., and Margot Adler, etc., etc., etc. And I started seeing a lot of things that Silver was saying that just didn't jive right. And she aimed at teenagers, predominantly teenagers, which was part of why I picked it up. I was 18, 19 at the time. But when I came across her in one of the books saying, just if you're afraid your parents are going to freak out over you practicing witchcraft, just tell them you're working with angels, because everybody likes angels, right? I would personally, and I have said this in here because I have some younglings, I have said, honestly, it is better to just not answer the question than to lie. Do not lie to your parents about your witchcraft practices. Dodge the question, avoid the question, whatever. But the only lie I would suggest telling to your parents in that case is just tell them you're still following the religion you've had your entire life to that point. Become open and more, public about your practice once you are out of your parents' house and you no longer have to worry about them either disowning you or kicking you out. Hey, bro. You have Hazel's chat now. One thing that really breaks my heart and makes me sad is when other people who are not Catholic are speaking evil on Mother Mary. I don't disagree with you there. My problem is not with God or Jesus or Mary or Joseph or any of that. My issue with modern current Christianity are the idiots who claim to be Christian, but in reality are the ones that Jesus would have been chasing out of the temple with a freaking bullwhip and flipping tables on. Those are the Christians I can't stand. Hey, Luthen! Oh, coolio. Let me know what she says, John. Poo-poo. Yeah, Scott Cunningham is amazing. So, this is another time to push this one. I need to grab the... Hold on. I need to grab the... Oh, for those of you in the landscape feed, the portrait chat is currently on the screen. Give me just one quick second because I just, this week, got my list of resources for new witches created. I have not gotten all of the links up attached to it yet, but I do have a list of resources. And it is at dietheyogawitch.com/resources. And on there I have... Nope, that's okay. So what I have in the resources so far are my personal library, which you can see most of it here behind me. And my library is everything from... Shit. Oh no, I've got to fix it. Why? Evangelical thing. Yes, amen to that. I need to fix a link in my resources, but I have my personal library that has books for beginners on up to more advanced. And I'm also sharing lists of websites I trust, blogs I trust, etc., etc. I will make sure that list or that link is in the community here. Yeah. Modern evangelicals. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there's a difference between modern Christians and evangelicals. Scott Cunningham is amazing. I recommend Scott Cunningham's Wicca Guide for the Solitary Practitioner to every newbie Wiccan I find. Yes, most people are trying their best. Anyway, back to what I was starting to say. There's a difference between your evangelicals and Christians. And I know that sounds crazy, but your evangelicals are the people who follow the Gothards, the Quiverful movement, all of that group, the ones who are trying to turn us into a white Christian nationalist country. And then there are the actual Christians out there who genuinely embody Christ's and the Bible's teachings. They don't cherry pick their verses from the Bible. They listen to the fact that Jesus preached love and compassion. A verse that I come back to all the time because I can't remember the entire thing, but that which you do for the least of these, you do for me. That combined with it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Those are the two verses that I always took to heart. Because I was a teenager when the "What Would Jesus Do" thing came out and blew the fluff up. Trying to watch my language, I drop F-bombs on a regular. But when the "What Would Jesus Do" thing went just absolutely insane, we had those teachings, those of us who were Christian as kids, had those teachings beat into us. And now we're the adults who are actually living by that. When you have to make a decision, you stop and think, what would Jesus do here? Jesus would actually give a flying fuck about our fellow man, about the immigrants, because we are told to treat, the Bible says to treat the foreigners as people who belong in your country. I know I butchered that particular verse, but you know what I'm talking about. He would treat them with kindness and compassion and empathy, and he would show them love and kindness. And now we're being told that those of us who embody those teachings, we're the snowflakes, we're the libtards, we're the ones who are stupid. And they're the real Christians who want to, shun the non-believers, remove anybody from our place here, because they don't fit into the mold that these people want. And I don't, it blows me the fuck away that the people I know who are the most Christ-like are either atheists, Satanists, or pagans, or all three at the same time. I don't know, but I know so many more Christ-like people who do not set foot inside a church than I do people who go to church 4 times a week, 6 times a week, and are actually Christ-like. And again, this is another thing that I mention almost damn near every day. My grandfather was a priest, so I grew up with this. Grandfather was an expert theologian. He knew the Bible inside out, upside down, and backwards. Yeah, pretty much. And so I learned this shit growing up. My family was very active in our church. My dad was the senior warden for the church, the Episcopal Church. Basically, he was he was in charge of the building, and he and my mom were both lay readers. 2 of my 3 older brothers were the Episcopal equivalent to altar boys. And so this was our thing. And I'm looking at those 2 brothers, because mom and dad are both gone now. I'm looking at those 2 brothers, and honestly, they are the most hateful, spiteful, evil people I've known in a while. And it hurts because they're the 2 people I idolized the most growing up. They are the people I wanted to be like. And now, I couldn't be happier that I'm their polar opposite. But, and then, gonna get political here, so, roger that. So, Hazel, if you're listening, I'm going to get slightly political. You may want to mute. The Constitution, the first fucking amendment, guarantees freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Hey, Polly. Freedom of religion. That means we are free to practice any religion we want, including no religion. Okay? It not only guarantees freedom of, but freedom from religion. And I am just so frustrated by the fact that people here in the States, in our government, want to change that. We have people in our government right now who are saying this is a Christian nation. Our nation was founded on biblical principles. And I'm going, no. Because if it was founded on biblical principles, they would not have put into that amendment that there is freedom of religion. They came to the United States from England, what is now the United States. They came here from England to escape a national religion because they did not want to be forced to practice that. Granted, I have looked at the religious preferences of all of our presidents, and an overwhelming number of them have been Episcopalians, which, looking back, absolutely makes sense. The Episcopal Church is the American version of the Church of England Anglicans. But, okay. Wasn't it technically only the Abrahamic religions it allowed to be followed? Are you referring to the Constitution? Yes. Yes, exactly, Polly. Jesus said, the Bible said to turn the other cheek, y'all. It did not say lash out first. And that is what's going on right now with so many of our so-called Christians here, is they are lashing out first and proselytizing in ways that are definitely not going to encourage people to turn to God and Jesus. Because if you walk up to me and say, you're going to go to hell for being who you are, I'm going to tell you to go fornicate away and be deceased. And I just don't. Because there are ways to proselytize and spread the good word of the gospel without insisting that someone is going to go to hell for being who they are. Yes. People regularly. And it doesn't matter what religious text it is, honestly. Because, okay, so we're going to go with yoga. Not that it's a religious text, but it is a sacred text. The sutras. Actually, no. We're gonna go straight into the yamas. The very first yama is ahimsa, which means non-harming. Many people take this and translate it as do no harm to anyone or anything. That includes animals, and so they become vegetarian or vegan. As was pointed out to me, though, as someone who cares about someone we suspected could only process certain vitamins through eating meat, if going vegetarian or vegan is going to harm you, well, you don't go vegan or vegetarian. You continue eating that meat, even though ahimsa says do not harm. First and foremost, do no harm to yourself. Exactly. But so there's that extreme. We all know what happens with Muslim extremists. We know what happens with Christian extremists. Jewish extremists are probably much the same as the Christian extremists. Although I laugh my ass off every time I hear someone who professes to be Christian saying that Jewish people are not going to heaven. Yes, John, exactly. But I laugh my ass off at these people who say that Jesus was Christian and that the Jewish people are going to hell because they're not Christian. And I'm like, My friend, you do realize that this man that your entire religion is named for was a Jewish rabbi who was raised with carpentry skills. I mean, for fuck's sake. The bumper sticker out there that says, my boss is a Jewish carpenter, has been there forever. That is true too, John. Honestly, if heaven is full of the closed-minded bigots that are claiming to be Christian, I would much rather go to hell. It's going to be one hell of a party. Ha, no pun intended. But, you know, I would much rather go to the place where everybody's going to be chill and open and welcoming and actually loving. And I don't have to worry about stepping on a duck. What are you doing, Tooker Monster? Am I the only one who knows what joke I'm referring to when I talk about stepping on the duck in heaven? Non-refundable. Wait. Oh, God. Yes, non-returnable, non-refundable gift. That actually comes from the man behind the curtain's best friend, who is uber conservative Christian. Good man, but his opinion is the man behind the curtain's friend does not have to worry about the man behind the curtain, because at some point they went to church together, and in his friend's mind that means that the man behind the curtain accepted Jesus into his heart. Thank God. I was beginning to think I was the only one who knew what I was referring to there. Wiccans tend to be. Although Wiccans, a lot of the Wiccans I know are some of the more extremist pagans I know. And it gets really funny in some of the witchy groups on Facebook. The Wiccans will be preaching the rule of three and the reed, which happen to be the same thing. But the rule of three is, ever mind the rule of three, that which you put out comes back to ye, 3 times good or 3 times bad. And then the end of the reed is, and ye harm none, do as ye will. So, and these are two things that are very, very, very common in Wicca that are controversial to others. The rule of three in particular, because think about it. If the rule of three actually happened, where would the fascist Cheeto be right now? Just one of the most public examples I can think of. How much hate and yuck and nastiness has that thing put out that has yet to, come back to him? And then the "and ye harm none, do as ye will," that oftentimes gets taken to the extreme, similar to ahimsa, in not doing anything that might cause any kind of harm to an animal, a person, or anything, including telling someone no, hurting their feelings. And I may do no harm but take no shit. I will not throw the first punch, but God help you if you throw one at me or one of mine, because I will stand my ground and stand up for those I love. Polly's good people. Yes! Exactly. That is true, hun. Yep, you got $30 a week out of the offering plate, basically. I mean, going back to having grown up in the Episcopal Church, I do get part of where the offering plate comes from. Because they've got to pay the electric bill and all of that anyway, and how are they supposed to get the money for that? So what goes around comes around. That is very much karma. And this is something else. Oh my good goddess, is this one that kills me. Karma. everybody loves to talk about instant karma, and there is no such thing as instant karma. And people are like, "Ooh, I can't wait to be here when karma kicks your ass." Honey, you're not gonna be here to see the karmic retribution for the actions here, because karma doesn't kick in until your next life. And what karma does is karma balances the good and the bad that you have done in this life, and then that helps decide what you're going to be in the next life. So if you're a sleazy slime ball like some people we know, you're gonna come back as something non-human. If you're a really awesome, cool, fantabulous person who spreads kindness and compassion, then you're going to come back a little higher up the ladder. Yes, karma is it's a Hindu, Buddhist, and yogic philosophy, because they all kind of stem from the same place. But it has become so freaking diluted because of modern day idiots who don't know what it actually is. I will admit I was one of those idiots. I used to laugh about karma all the damn time, and then I started onto the pagan path I'm on and started learning a little bit of it. And then I started my yoga teacher training, and we did a deep dive. I mean, fuck. The Bhagavad Gita is one of the books that we had to read, and the Bhagavad Gita discusses karma, because it is a conversation between two people whose names I just absolutely forgot. Yes, a wise person knows that they do not know anything. How have we got Bhagavad Gita? That's what I want. All right. I can't remember. Okay. Yeah. Tell me who is... Why can I not remember it? All right. So, okay. So the Bhagavad Gita touches on dharma, your duty and your rightful action. Yoga and jnana, which is knowledge and devotion. But Arjuna, there we go. It's a conversation between Arjuna and Krishna. That's what I was trying to look up. I agree with that. The all-inclusive as opposed to the all-powerful. Oh, I loved the Gita. Actually, I'm going to be reading it again here soon, and I finally have my hands on the Upanishads. Those are going to be a book I plan on reading this year. Thank you. That's another thing I need to do. Bloop. Book. Goal. And reading for Yoga Witch. There we go. Ha! Yes, self-care, but not, positivity does do a whole lot, but you have to also make sure that you're not relying on toxic positivity, such as, when you come into these especially witchy and yoga spaces with the good vibes only or the positive vibes only. And if you even hint that you're having a bad day and they're like, no, positive, good vibes only here, you're throwing shit out of balance. And I don't like that, because you cannot have the good without the bad to balance it out. Yin, yang, light, dark, shadow. It's all a balance. Pushing 50 years of life experience here. This is not me playing the victim. Hey, Mark, this is not me playing the victim. This is me simply stating fact. I am a trauma survivor. I have lived through more trauma than most people. I swear. And so I have thankfully managed to create a rather nice community here. Polly is one of the more awesome people. Hey, Mark, how are you doing today? I need to be more positive. I'm positive it's a bad idea. Yes. All right, my darlings, my loves, my witchlings. We have been here for almost 2.5 hours because we got into a really awesome conversation. You guys are great. Oh, Hope, it's okay. I've lived through some shit, but you know what? It forged me into the woman I am today, and I am very happy and proud of who I am today because I get to sit here and do this and share knowledge with everybody out there and spread the love and the joy and the kindness that I want to spread and share, and I get to have some fun. John, you are one of the incredible and inspiring people as well. Don't put yourself down. Don't make the man behind the curtain remind us that we are, spreading love, joy, and kindness even to ourselves. Be respectful of ourselves. That's what it is. All right, my loves. Oh, I have puppies who are starting to complain about wanting to go out and water the tree. So I will tell all of you fantabulously wonderful people to have the absolute best rest of your day or night or wherever you are, whenever you are. And I love you guys to bits. Ooh. Damn it. Thank you, Polly. All right, you guys. We are going to go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. Because, oh, that's right. I thought I did. Hold on. Yeah, I know. We gotta fix it. All right, my loves. As you head back out into the rest of your day, my witchlings, please let this be your gentle charge. Spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. Not because the world is easy, but because it is not. We don't add to the noise or the cruelty. We become the soft light people didn't know they actually needed. And take just a moment today to tell your loved ones, two-legged, four-legged, winged, furred, scaled, or padded with paws and claws, that they do matter, that they are seen, that they are deeply and fiercely loved. Time is slippery, and those moments are sacred. Say it now. Hold them close. Let love be something you practice out loud. And if you take one thing and one thing only from everything we do here every day, I really would love it to be that you always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you do have a reason for being here, even if you don't know what it is yet. It took me 45 years to find mine. I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you all so very, very, very much. Namaste, my witchlings.